This is advent of code programming on my Linux machine using emacs, meow, stumpwm. I'm gonna just do what I usually do. (2025) Day 1, let's go. Day 1, secret entrance. The elves have good news and bad news. The good news is that they've discovered project management. This has given them the tools they need to prevent their usual Christmas emergency. For example, they know that the North Pole decorations need to be finished soon so that other critical tasks can start on time. The bad news is that they've realized they have a different emergency. According to their resource planning, none of them have any time left to decorate the North Pole. To save Christmas, the elves need you to finish decorating the North Pole by December 12th. Collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. You arrive at the secret entrance to the North Pole base, ready to start decorating. Unfortunately, the password seems to have been changed, so you can't get in. A document taped to the wall helpfully explains. Due to new security protocols, the password is locked in the safe below. Please see the attached document for the new combination. The safe has a dial with only an arrow on it. Around the dial, the numbers 0 through 99 in order. So one dial, the numbers 0 through 99 in order. As you turn the dial, it makes a small click noise as it reaches each number. The attached document, your puzzle input, contains a sequence of rotations, 1 per line. Each tell you how to open the safe. A rotation starts with an L or R, which indicates whether the rotation should be to the left, toward lower numbers, or to the right, higher numbers. Then the rotation has a distance value, which indicates how many clicks the dial should be rotated in that direction. So if the dial were pointing at 11, a rotation of R8 would cause the dial to point at 19. So 11 then plus 8 is 19. After that, a rotation of L19 would cause it to go to 0. Because the dial is a circle, turning the dial left from 0 1 click makes it point at 99. Similarly, turning the dial right from 99 1 click makes it point to 0. So, if the dial were pointing at 5, a rotation of L10 would cause it to point at 95. After that, a rotation of R5 would cause to point it to 0. The dial starts by pointing at 50. Okay. I'm gonna start writing things down. Make a directory. Call this day 1. Clojure. I'm gonna start Clojure. Program. REPL. And I can evaluate. Then I'm gonna already require Clojure string, because I will pass some string. Then maybe start point is 50, point count is 100, I guess, 0 through 99. Yeah, then once if I say I'm at 99 and then mod 100, that's 99, yeah. And then I say plus 5, I'm at 4. Or plus 1, I go to 0, yeah. So the mod function is actually implementing already this going back and forth, the circle thing, or go back to the beginning and so forth thing. Then there are directions. Direction. Left is negative. Right is positive. Yeah. Okay, we start at 50. You could follow the instructions, but your recent required official North Pole secret entrance security training seminar told you that the safe is actually a decoy. The actual password is the number of times the dial is left pointing at 0 after any rotation in the sequence. Alright, so probably want to have the reductions of all operations and then count how often we are at 0. For example, suppose the attached document is containing the following rotations. Use the mouse to copy this, so for the sake of it, because it works. Then maybe I'm gonna say split lines. Yeah, split lines. And then I'm gonna say, gonna make a function called pass inputs. So first split lines, and then I'm gonna, for each line, pass it in some way. Maybe I'm gonna say find just the first letter and then the numbers, and then make a group here, then drop first, say rest, and then like this. This is direction, magnitude, and maybe I'm gonna say this is function plus or minus. I leave it at dear for the moment, and then Mac I'm gonna pass along. So it would look like this, each entry. Make a comment here, the string. So this is my past data representation. Sequence of these elements. Okay, then we're gonna just call this part 1 now. Okay, first I'm gonna pass the input, then I'm gonna call reductions. If you don't know what reductions is, you can see it with, it's the version of reduce that also returns every element, every intermediate outcome. This is called fold in other languages. L fold, I think, or R fold or something. Which is left or right? L fold, I guess. It's gonna be in a QUK, which is the current value, and then starts at 0. It starts at start point. And then I have dir and mock. And then I say directions dir, which is a function, and then mock. And then plus or minus the current value. So starting at 50, 81, I'm missing the mod. That is the point count thing. $50, 82, 52, then 0, 95, and 32 is the last. Good. So it points to this 3 times. So we need to count 0. Gonna filter or like this. Count. So that would say 3. I'm gonna get my puzzle input. Inputs. Day 1. Gonna read in this file. Don't need this part. This is the output. Alright. Part number 2. You're sure that's the right password, but the door won't open. You knock, but nobody answers. You build a snowman while you think. As you're rolling the snowballs for your snowman, you find another security document that must have fallen into the snow. Due to newer security protocols, please use password method #code until further notice. You remember the training seminar that this method means you're actually supposed to count the number of times any click causes the dial to point at 0, regardless of whether it happened during a rotation or at the end of one. What? The following same rotations as in the above examples, the dial points at 0 a few extra times during its rotations. Ah, I see. Because the magnitude means we are dialing click, 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 click. So we actually need, or an easy way to do it is to model every single number as we are clicking. This is at this point in time. At day 1, we probably get away with doing it the complete way. I would say I take this input, but now I want to have a step in between where the output of my step in between is something like this. It's just expanded, and then the problem is the same problem. So in order to get this, I'm gonna say expand clicks. That is gonna say map it's fine. Okay, so it look like this. So I need to take the input map concat, call map concat on it, but in Clojure it's called map apply concat. looks like something like this. Should be good. I'm gonna put this here and then do the same thing. I can first test with the, if I get 6 with the example input. Okay, that will probably be good. And this concludes day 1, my friends. Number of times I go to the mouse, I think once for copying this part, because yeah, sometimes it's comfortable to go to the mouse. Number of times I go to the mouse while I'm programming, 0. Number of times I was confused about the code, basically 0, I would say. Speed, you can see the video yourself. Not the fastest advent of code solve, for sure. Performance while reading, between 0 and 10, better than 5. 7, maybe getting there. Yeah. My name is Benjamin. Day 2 maybe will follow. Have a great day. Code with heart. See you soon.